everyone! Today the Bookworms are going to be reading Strange Doctor Daffodil, written by By-Arnaud Alméras, illustrated by Guillaume Plantivin. Prince Matthew was ill and had to stay in bed. "You can't go in and see him, Zelia," the king told Matthew's sister. "You might catch his illness, darling," explained the queen. But Princess Zelia didn't always do as she was told. She secretly went to her brother's room. The children were playing cards. When they heard footsteps in the corridor, Princess Zelia quickly put down her cards and dived under Matthew's bed. The king popped his head round the door and said, "Dr. Daffodil is here." Dr. Daffodil came in wearing sunglasses, a thick scarf, and gloves. Matthew thought, "Wow, Dr. Daffodil must feel very cold." Dr. Daffodil went over to the prince's bed. "Don't move. I'm going to examine you." "I don't want you to," said Matthew. "What are you going to do to me?" "Don't worry," said the king. "Dr. Daffodil needs to have a look at you to try to find out what is wrong." Dr. Daffodil pinched Matthew's cheek and said, "Very good." "That's a funny way of examining someone," muttered the king. The doctor poked Matthew's tummy with one finger and said, "Very, very good." Then she grabbed his arm, squeezed it, and said, Very, very, very good." The king was not happy. He said, "Excuse me, but I think Matthew is really quite ill." Dr. Daffodil looked impatient and said, "Your Majesty, do something for me. Go and fetch a blanket, a hot water bottle, and a hat for the prince." "A hat?" "Yes, to keep his ears warm. Quick!" As soon as the king left the room, the doctor gave a horrible smile and rubbed her hands. She pointed her finger at Matthew and chanted a strange spell. "Bring string, tie tight, no fight." In a flash, the prince was tied up tight. "So you're not!" yelled Matthew. Dr. Daffodil laughed. She took off her sunglasses and her scarf and said, "Hee! I fooled all you silly people." Princess Zelia trembled under the bed. She could see that the doctor was really Onion Bunyan, the wicked witch. Onion Bunyan grabbed poor Matthew and stuffed him in her bag. "I have dreamed for this for so long," she said. "A prince, a new flavor. Right, I am off and I'm taking my dinner with me." Just then, Princess Zelia leaped out from under the bed. She pointed her finger at the witch, just as Onion Bunyan had done, and repeated the magic spell. "Bring string, tie tight, no fight." In a flash, the witch was also tied up tight. Onion Bunyan roared and struggled so hard that her wig fell off. Sparks shot out of her ears and her nose twitched angrily. She shrieked another spell in a rage. "Wicked secret trickster, turn into a viper." But she couldn't point her finger at Zelia as she was all tied up, so nothing happened. "Little brat," screamed the witch, "just you wait." Meanwhile, Prince Matthew was wriggling around inside the witch's bag. Zelia ran over to set him free. Then, Matthew pointed his finger at Onion Bunyan and repeated the spell, making sure he got it right. "Wicked secret trickster, turn into a viper." A flash of lightning lit up the room. There was now a snake squirming around on the ground where the witch had been. Just at that moment, the king came into the bedroom carrying a blanket, a hot water bottle, and a hat. "What's going on?" he shouted, dropping everything he was carrying. "That wasn't Dr. Daffodil," said Zelia. "It was Onion Bunyan the witch, but we turned her into a viper," said Matthew. The king was so angry, he went red in the face. He grabbed the viper's tail in one hand and opened the window with the other. He swung the viper round above his head and then threw it to the end of the garden, shouting, "That's the end of your wicked ways, Onion Bunyan." Just then, the queen came into the bedroom, followed by the real Dr. Daffodil. Her face was all red because she had hurried. She explained, "Sorry I'm late, Your Majesty. Can you believe it? Someone locked me in a cupboard just as I was about to come here." "It was Onion Bunyan," Zelia told her. She pretended she was you, but we sorted her out, said Matthew. And I think our adventure has made me feel a little better. The end. That's it for today, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more read-alongs. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!